Today, we have an exciting episode because the Birds are back at the link in Kelly Green going against Dallas to clinch the division. I mean, there's not a better scenario in my head to clinch the division than today's game. I mean, the only thing that could be better is Jalen Hurts being healthy. But you know what? These guys have been preached the next man up mentality, and I think they're going to come through today.
I think they definitely could. CD being out is huge now. The only person I feel like we truly need to worry about on Dallas's offense is like Rico Dowdle, and we can load the box up on him. He's a good receiving back, so we got to pay attention to him out of the backfield. And I think N'Kobe out is kind of something we need to really pay attention to today. That could be a bit of an issue, but our president's in there, Zach Bond. He'll make sure that's locked up. So
100%.
This is a very interesting game. I can't remember the last time we've played Dallas and both our teams were like completely healthy. I feel like we always are gypped on Hurts playing Dak. It's like, when are we gonna get it? So it's interesting. This has a Nick Foles versus Raiders vibe in 2017 when we needed to clinch the division. So Alshon's in the house. That's huge. That's his first time there since he played with us. I miss Alshon. So hopefully that gives us good vibes going forward. And the link should be rocking. It was rocking when we were there for the Kelly Green game. I can only imagine right now what it's like.
Yeah, we know what the Kelly Green does to Saquon, so we need to have him hit another one of these today. So,
dude, if he does and he scores a touchdown off of it, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, play of the year, 100%. So, I'm super excited for today. Obviously, not having Hurts is gonna play a factor in today if we win or lose. I think Kenny Pickett. I think that honestly. And I've been saying this all week, no team expects their star quarterback to go out like Jalen Hurts did last week. No team can really bounce back fully from that in a game, have a new game plan, new quarterback, because Kenny Pickett and Jalen Hurts are so different. They're completely polar opposites from each other. So I think going into this week, having a full week to form a game plan around Kenny Pickett's offense, and his offensive, the way that he is an offensive general of his own, I think it'll be definitely not as devastating as last week. And I don't think that if we get the lead, I truly don't think we're going to give it back to Dallas, especially because I think this week's scheme is definitely going to be to use Saquon as much as possible. I know he wants to break more records. I know that, he's reliable. I know everyone in the link wants to see him. I know everyone who's watching this Kelly Green game wants to see him. So, I mean, I'm ready for a Saquon game.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a big Saquon game. And the way our team's set up, it's very similar to how the Steelers were set up when Kenny was the quarterback there. They relied on Najee Harris to run the ball. They wanted to run the ball, work some play action, get some easy completions on slants and things like that. So Kenny did pretty good last week. Coming in at a bad spot, to relieve Hurts after Hurts got injured. So I'm excited to see. I did like that, he was targeting AJ a lot. I think relying on AJ to help get a lot of the heavy lifting is going to do well. I'm expecting a big bounce back game from Devontae, though. I think Smitty wants revenge for the drop last week. I think he's going to have a major game today. Would not shock me if he gets like a long 40-yard pass or a touchdown or something of that nature.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I was watching film this prior week, and I know I did a video about it, but Kenny Pickett, I mean, everyone wants to dog on Kenny Pickett, but that slant touchdown to A.J. Brown, he placed that ball perfectly. I mean, if he would have went a second later or a second earlier, that would have been a pick. And so, honestly, after watching film, it truly was the Eagles just not being able to change the offensive scheme because of Kenny Pickett coming in after Jalen Hurts gets a concussion. I mean, like I said, and like I've been preaching all week, everyone wants to go crazy about, Jalen Hurts getting injured and, oh my gosh, is this the end of the Eagles? No NFL team is going to be prepared for their star quarterback to go out the way that he did. And so they just were not prepared to change up the offensive scheme like I said before, Jalen and Kenny are just completely polar opposites when it comes to the way that they play football. So I think going forward into this week, we're going to see a lot of different plays. I think we're going to see a lot of different uh, things get switched up, especially on the offensive front. Maybe we'll see some more. I know you always want to see plays from under center. So maybe we'll see some plays from under center. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be a good game.
I am too. It's like we're so close to the playoffs. I just want to get into the playoffs now. It's like now it looks like every week we got some key guys going down as we're about to enter the playoffs. So it's like almost to the point it's like put everybody in bubble wrap if we can get this game sealed. Like the next week versus the Giants, it's like don't know what they're gonna do, especially after depending what Saquon's performance is this week. But it's like I need everybody healthy. I need everybody rested. Let's get ready because we are about to get into the heavy hitting. Playoffs are coming. Let's be ready. So this is going to be a great test for us. Dallas's defense has been playing much better since Micah came back. So I am interested to see how Kenny's going to adjust to the pressure. I'm going to be interested to see how Lane holds up against Micah because TJ Watt, he got the best of Lane last week on a few plays. So I'm expecting Lane to come back, have a big game. Milata to do well. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dallas plays us. We know they're going to load the box. So it's just if we can get Kenny to make the plays that are there when they load the box, if they bring pressure, hit our players on quick throws, negate the pressure. That way they have to stop stacking the box. And then Saquon, like he has so many times before in this year, second half, just unleash him and let him be the closer for us. That's what I'm kind of expecting to see today.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's going to be a Saquon game, but I also think that Kenny Gainwell. I mean, the Eagles have used him a lot in the past few weeks. If you think about it, if you look at some of these runs too, you can definitely see he's learned a lot from Saquon. So I think Kenny is going to have a game. I think it's just going to be a running offense today, and I think that's going to be that just needs to be the main factor of this game is running. Also, I would like to see maybe, and I know everyone hates the screens that we do, but I think if you get it into Devontae's hands quick enough, Devontae can really make some plays out there. And I mean, maybe even do, one to Saquon where he's out there lined up as a receiver. I mean, Saquon's a receiving back, so I'd like to see that too. So I think breaking out some screens, just get out of that vanilla offense. Um, try something new. I mean, these games, especially next week, I would like to see them try a lot of new stuff because, I mean, heck, who knows what we're going to see in the playoffs? I mean, the
Right.
NFL just gets crazier every year and we see different things. So we're going to have to adjust. And that's just the reality of things. And I know 2 years ago we went to the Super Bowl. We didn't adjust in time. And I think that needs to just be the mindset going forward into the playoffs is just being able to be a sponge and soak up that knowledge and just adjust.
Right. What I would like to see, I like your parts on the screens. I wish they would stop throwing the screens to AJ and having Devontae block. Like, let's reverse that. Let's use
Yeah.
the wide receiver that's built like a linebacker block. And then I also like, we did this earlier in the year, and I don't feel like we've done it very much, if at all. But we will motion Devontae into the backfield and have him run routes out of the backfield. And if a linebacker is lined up on Devontae, no linebacker, maybe other than Fred Warner, is going to be able to keep up with Devontae Smith out of the backfield. So I think we could do that, use him, run some of these like Texas routes, and he will just destroy linebackers' ankles. So be interesting to see. This is a big game for Kellen. I'm sure he's going to want to, bring the juice, show Dallas like, hey, this is what you're all missing when you let me go or when I left. So it'd be interesting to see. For defensive wise, let me see. I need a defensive touchdown today. I'm feeling it, whether it be Quinion or Cooper, taking one back to the house because Jalen Tolbert, he's okay. He's a decent receiver. Brandon Cooks is getting older. They should not destroy our defense. We should have a lockup. I think the defense is going to come angry because they let up so many points last week, even though they had the 5 turnovers. Who knows? Maybe Reed takes one back again today because that's Ed
Yeah.
Reed Blankenship back there. So I'm expecting the defense to come and bring the juice this week.
Yeah, no, I am too, and I just expect that every week at this point. These guys are having fun out there, and it's always a dogfight. So, no, I really am. I really think the defense is going to be so dominant in this game, and it's just every week I continue to ask myself, how is this defense not tired? Because of the way that I mean, I feel like they're out there more than the offense for some of these drives because the offense, these 3-and-outs that we're facing, especially with Jalen out, this defense just does not get discouraged, and that's something that's what winning teams do. So,
Yes.
man,
You
this
know what I think
defense
the
is
big difference
special.
is? Our defense is younger. I think we have one of the
Yeah,
younger defenses in the
yeah,
league compared to years ago where we had one of the oldest. And these boys got stamina. They're ready to go. They're still green. They're young. So I think that's a huge thing. And then also, what's nice is in the second half, I think they're rested because that's when Jalen turns it on. That's when Saquon gets going. When we start running the ball efficiently, we get that time of possession up. Defense loves it. They're getting a good rest on the sideline. So it's gonna. Saquon's got a lot to do this week. Kenny as well. Kenny, I think those two are gonna have to kind of be like your workhorses this week for us to be able to get in, get out, get the job done, and clinch the division.
yeah. Yeah, no, I can't agree more. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for us to hopefully secure the dub and secure the division today, guys. We'll be back here after the game for our post-game show. So, guys, we look forward to seeing you, and hopefully we have some good news and we come home with a dub today. So, go Birds, and I hope you all
Go
are wearing
Birds!
something Kelly Green. Put something Kelly Green on today. We don't get these games often. So, go Birds.
Go Birds, baby!